It just seems to me, and Miss Mary can let me know if she agrees, based on the information that she gave, that certain food pantries are different. They're not the same, okay?
No.
And what they offer. So in the black and brown neighborhoods or areas, we're finding that what they offer is not the same as in other neighborhoods that is highly concentrated. And the produce, the meat, and everything is rotten. It's basically rotten, okay?
Yes.
Not just a little expired. Now, I even noticed when the individual at question was gracious enough to share the food items with us, you could find a lot. They were still good in such plenty, so much so. And so much so that they were still good, and that we even reached out to people in our neighborhood and where I used to work. I even offered it to the actual small agency that works with people who are special needs adults, the community adult program, to benefit the clients as well as the staff. So anyway, it was still good. It just seemed like a waste, like you wanted to share that with people, Now we started to see of our own accord, seeing that a lot of the produce and the meat had already turned and had started to, but they're still doing it. Okay, so now the tie-in here is that recently a sore spot for me, and I talked about that, me and Miss Mary, about a local alderman. A runoff happened in regards to the and he wanted to be reelected. I didn't know if it was just me, the way I felt about it, and my obsession with the neighborhood that I live in becoming a food desert. And I just couldn't understand why, when I went to him via email and I asked the question of maybe him looking into getting some other store to reopen, because so many people, it's just so convenient, and there are a lot of older people that live here, and it's just good to have something that you can literally walk to.
Exactly.
And his extreme reaction, he seemed very angry that I even asked him. He told me to ask someone else that was not part of his actual ward, okay, which I found odd. I did contact, actually, Miss Mary contacted her,
of course,
and to find out what the thing, and she didn't know or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to try to work through this. Just be patient. Okay, so I keep revisiting this because it's just something that's just my person, and it just upsets me, because I kept thinking, why is this person is supposed to be a representative of the people in his ward? This neighborhood is just not listening. So there was a runoff. Okay, and I still keep checking. I haven't checked today, but it was against him and another individual who actually lives in this neighborhood, not that far from here. Exactly. He lives here. So on his website, he had said some things about the guy, not just rumors, but facts. And then the whole Save-A-Lot thing. Okay, so it's just burning in me. It's just, I can't get it out of my head. So I went again to Miss Mary yesterday about it. And what do you know? I happened to look on YouTube. So, and on YouTube, they showed people from the Inglewood area. And they were outside of a grocery store. And guess what grocery store it was? Save-A-Lot. Okay, Save-A-Lot. So evidently, Yellow Banana, that I never heard of before, is they say a black-owned company, and they applied through the city. There's programs in the city, I had no clue, for divested areas to reopen specifically Save-A-Lots. Do you know how much money they got? $13.5 million in grants to reopen. Now, the thing with this is, when they reopened it, there were some issues with the produce. Were they fresh or were they rotten?
They were rotten.
Rotten. Okay, so you see a pattern here. So we have food pantries that they are increasingly offering only certain items, and they are right.